When I was a young girl, my mother had a friend named Shirley. Shirley was a school teacher with my mother. My mother was a school teacher too. And Shirley used to always use a douche to cleanse herself after sex and cleanse herself just on GP because she felt dirty. And it's not really good to take douches. We all know, well, some of us, well, a lot of us don't know. It is not necessary for us to take a douche. Our body cleanses itself. Our vagina cleanses itself each month on its own, to where douches are not, or douches, some people call it douche, some people call it douche or douche. I'm going to call it douche. Douches are not necessary to clean the vagina. The funky monkey cleanses itself. Now you're probably saying, well, Nezzy, I don't like that smell that I have down there. Well, I don't know how you're going to get rid of it, because after you douche, within an hour or two, that smell comes right back anyway. We're supposed to have a healthy funk to our cooter mamas, our wolf pickles, our wolf knuckles down there. We have to have that smell. Now, if it smells putrid or foul, then there's something else going on. But other than that, we don't need to use feminine washes. We don't need to use douches. We don't have to have special cleaning things down there that's perfumey and fragrant or fragranced down there, because it's not necessary. We don't need it. So doctors will tell you that it's not necessary to take douches no more than 2 or 3 times a year. And Shirley, she took them, guys, let me tell you. Shirley took them so much, guys, after sex. She was a very sexual woman. She would take, how many did my mother say? I don't want to lie on Shirley. I don't even know if Shirley's still alive, but this is like in the late 80s. I would just say 6. However many times she had sex, how many other times. So she came on her period once a month. That's what we normally do. And she would have sex like 5 or 6 times a month. So she would use a douche every time she would have sex. Well, this went on for years, and guess what, guys? She ended up in the hospital, and she had to have a hysterectomy because she had torn herself up down there. So let's talk about what is a douche, just in case some of you guys are new to the game. A douche is a device used to introduce a stream of water into the body for medical or hygienic reasons, or the stream of water itself. Douche usually refers to vaginal irrigation, the rinsing of the vagina, but it can also refer to rinsing of any body cavity. So if you got a hole anywhere, you can irrigate it, like your nose and your ears. That's called a douche. A douche bag is a piece of equipment for douching, a bag for holding the fluid used in douching. To avoid transferring intestinal bacteria in the vagina, the same bag must not be used for an enema and a vaginal douche. Alright, so we all know that the new douches today, you can, well, this has been going on for years actually, not today, but you can just go straight to Walgreens or Walmart or any drugstore and buy you this beautiful kit of douche juice. You don't need to buy that, guys. But the douche juice, I guess it has a saline water or something, and it's a little bottle that has a tube that comes out that has holes in it, and you squish the water up. You insert the tube up into your vagina, you squish it in there, and all this good juice comes out these holes and cleanses. So, but what you're doing is, because it's not really cleaning, what you're doing is you're taking whatever problem that you have and you squishing it back up there. So if you have a bacteria infection down there, you're taking all that bacteria juice and you squishing it back up there, because this is how it goes, like whoosh, whoosh, because I've done it a few times when I was younger. But it takes that water, pushes everything up to your cervix. So what Shirley would do, she would have sex and take that sperm and squish it up there, because she was trying to prevent from getting pregnant. So I remember my mother telling me this. I was like a young teenager, like 17 or probably 15. I was really young. And Shirley ended up in the hospital, guys. She ended up getting a hysterectomy. Her doctors told her to stop. Miss Shirley, you ain't listening, baby. We need you to stop doing that, because you are harming yourself versus saving yourself. So she ended up having a hysterectomy. I think she caused herself to have the PID. So that's what else I'm going to read here. Douching after sexual intercourse, like Shirley, is not an effective form of birth control. Additionally, douching is associated with a number of health problems, including cervical cancer, pelvic inflammatory disease, PID, that's what she had, endometriosis, and increased risk of sexually transmitted infections. So if you are a person who are not using condoms and stuff, and you're having sex with a person who has a disease down there, you are actually pushing it up even higher, and you're really messing yourself up. You are messing up the floor of the cooter monkey. You don't mess up the floor of the cooter monkey, okay? You don't mess with that. Like I said, I've done douches before in my early 20s, and I did them like maybe, I think I can count on my hand how many times I've done it. Maybe 3 times before, and I didn't feel like it was necessary because guess what? After an hour or two, that monkey's back funky. We supposed to have an odor down there. We supposed to have that grit, that smell down there that men like. But it's supposed to be a healthy funk. You probably saying, well, Nezi, how you gonna have a healthy funk? Hey, the healthy funk is the regular schmegular monk funk. But when you got the bile files, guys, that's that means that you just have to sit in the tub and wash. If you have an infection or a disease or unhealthiness, then you'll smell more of an odor down there. It can be putrid or it can be foul. But if it smells like, oh girl, then sometimes you just need to go to the doctor, or you just need to sit in the tub. I'm gonna give you a story. I shouldn't be telling you this, but hey, this is the Funky Monkey Monday series. I'm gonna be open with you guys. But I remember, this is before I even put on a lot of weight. I remember driving a bus. I used to be a public bus driver, and it'd be one of those hot sunny days. I'm all skinny, I'm all cute and stuff, but honey, the sun would just come straight in the window and beam on me to where I would be hot and sweaty and stuff. And if I ran over a bump, woo, I could smell it. Guys, I know that's gross, but honey, that bump hit you in the face. You all know when we work out, or we moving furniture around, or we cleaning the house and stuff, even after we take a bath or something, after an hour or two of just moving around and stuff, it just has an odor. It's a musty, funky odor that, hey, we are blessed to have, because honey, man, let me tell you, my ex-boyfriend told me that he used to work with a guy that used to love to take his girlfriend's wolf pickle smell. He used to wipe her, put in his mustache. He used to like that smell. He used to like it in his mustache all day at work. That used to mess me up. But even after you take a bath or a shower, once we get moving around, that closing area, the funk starts rising back up. So no matter how much you use these douches, you're going to actually still get right back funky anyway within a few hours. So it's not necessary to use them. Our body cleanses itself. So I remember when I was in my late 20s, I used to have 2 girlfriends at my job. They were 7 years older than me, and I was just as sharp, baby. I was a sharp little 26-year-old, 25-year-old little girl, okay? But they used to talk all that yin yang, and they thought they was talking to a knucklehead. They thought it was gross that I didn't take a douche. And you walking around here and you don't take no douche, and you got a stinky pee, and you this and this and this and that, whatever. I said, whenever you get through talking, your stuff stink too, even after your douches. So they said, well, if that's the case, douches wouldn't be legal. Why would, if it's so harmful, if it causes PID, if it causes cervical cancer, if it causes all these issues, why do they sell them over the counter? I'm like, well, it's not illegal to sell them. If that's the case, why do they sell cigarettes over the counter? Why do they sell a bunch of other stuff over the counter? Doesn't make it necessary for you to use it or buy it because it's for sale. Hey, it's the industry. Selling industry is the biggest industry to make money. So they can sell it to your dumb ass, especially if they can give you 2 for 1 and stuff like that. They can sell it to a consumer and make money off of it. Why not kill you? Why not? You don't care about killing yourself. Oh, baby, we had a heated conversation. But I think after that conversation, they read up on it and they found out that douches are not necessary. We shouldn't take them more than 2 or 3 times a year. We shouldn't be taking them after sex. We shouldn't be taking them after our period. We shouldn't be taking them. And if you're taking them after your period, that's pretty gross because it's so tender down there. It's bloody and it's tender and it's delicate, and you're like, ew, and you squishing stuff up there and having a strawberry twirl. You squishing all that bacteria and blood all the way back up there. You messing with cervixes and stuff, and you messing with your walls, girl. Leave your healthy pink walls alone. And I'm gonna tell you something. Young Cooter Mama honey, it's got a mild little funk to it. As you get older, the funk does something else. I got a 51-year-old Cooter Mama, and it's got a different kind of smell. If you're a plus size woman, you're gonna have another kind of smell. If you're plus size and you older, that's another kind of smell. And we all have different smells to our girls down there. But when it gets to the point where everybody can smell it and you clear out the whole room, then there is something seriously wrong with that, and you need to go to the doctor. Don't be afraid to go to the doctor. Let them check you out and see what's going on. Dig up there. They might find a dead roach up there, or maybe a rat, or maybe a rat crawled up your monkey or something and just decided to just go on and die there. You ain't got to keep that rat up in your monkey. You don't need no zoo monkey. All right, guys. So we already know. Well, some of us may not know. Using a mild soap. This is my dial. Can't really see it on this camera, but this is a dialed mild white soap. This is a low fragrance soap. I like this because it's very, very delicate. I like white beauty bar soaps such as Jergens. Jergens is very mild. We don't need a bunch of perfume and fragrances in our water when we take baths and stuff. Let's talk about bubble baths. I love bubble baths. Bubble baths are a waste of money because for me, this is the beauty bar I was telling you about. Because for me, when I put the bubble bath in the water, the bubbles go away immediately damn near. But I don't know. I was going to say I don't know why I use bubble baths. I like bubble baths because I don't like raw water. The water feels like rough. I like for the water to feel a little bit silky and more comfortable. But they say you're supposed to use bubble baths and feminine washes and all this perfumey, wipey. Stop doing all that. But for me, I don't have problems with the bubble baths. I don't take them that often. And a lot of us say we don't even take baths no way because we don't like that dirty, filmy, bubble stuff floating around on our bodies. I try to take a bath at least once a month. I used to take baths all the time when I bought my house. And then when I got heavier, I started taking more showers. So, but yeah, if you take a bath once a month on a Monday. Take a bath every Monday. Get in that tub and wash that monkey. I'm going to post this video right quick. I got the dog. Come here, Shay Shay. We're gonna go for a walk. Come here, girl. Look at she running. She runs so cute. We're gonna go for a walk, and then when I come home, I'm gonna dip it because today is Monday, April 5th. Hey, girl. I'm gonna get in that tub. I'm gonna wash it, but I want to make it a little bit more funkier before I get in the tub. You'd be like, girl, why you see the funk coming up off the water? Do you see that Cooter Mama funk? Ain't that right, Mama's baby? All right, guys, I'll see you and have a great day. Bye. She said it too. You said it too, girl. She said too. Bye.